はい、皆さん、こんにちは。それでは、シャーロック・ホームズ、罪と罰、続きやっていきたいと思います。今回から第3章の新しい事件になるかと思います。ごめんね、ちょっと今の課題は、ストランドレーンの浴場でレストレイドと合流するになっていますので、出かける感じかな。行きましょう。ストランドレーン、なんか円マークと N がついてますね。なんだろうあれ。文字化けかな。なんか凶器が見つからないとか、お前好みの事件だみたいなことを刑事が言ってたよね。
What a beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
蒸し風呂の中ですよってことはね、サウナかなんだかなのかな。容疑者は
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right
ぽっ
in the
ちゃ
head.
りした男、ギャローがやったと思ってると、警部は。ってことはその人は犯人じゃないね。きっと。
You found no murder weapon?
凶器は見つからなかった。
And that's why I
どう
called
いう
you.
殺され方なんだろ
All
う。
three
なんか視
witnesses
察と
and
か
the
さ、
victim
考
were
察とか
locked
さ、
in
いろいろあ
when
る
the
けど。
murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
目撃者は
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
はい。犯罪現場とローマ浴場を調べると。凶器を見つける。フィリップスさんとも話そうか。
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
何が起きたか話し
Please
てく
tell
れ。
us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
他に訪問客はあったか
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
なるほど。じゃあこの人のことを調べましょうか。目。薄いシワ。ハサミで切った後。一人住まい。のり付きのなんとか。気難しい。のり付きの襟。何これどっちか。これどういうことなんだこれ。ピカピカのボタン。マンチェスター。なんかある。今日は、電報は今日送った。ほう。あなたは
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
現場はここかフリーなんとかディウムみたいな。
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
蒸し風呂は向こう側。こっち、ごめんなさい。こっち側でしたか。ここかな。 はいはい。ここが蒸し風呂か。おお。蒸し風呂っぽい。あ、なんだ？衣類。
These clothes belong to one of the suspects
容
from
疑者の一人の衣類だと。
clothes
これもそうだね。
belonging to one of the suspects.
これ椅子じゃなくて、なんかあれなんだね。こう、服とかを置いとく場所なんだね。あ、なんかワインあるよ。シャンパン。
Champagne
何
for
か
a
の記念
special
日かな？
occasion.
あとはコルク。
Unopened.
未開
It
封
was
だと。
intended to be
蒸し風呂
enjoyed
から出て
after
き
the
てからのお
steam
楽しみだっ
session.
たみたいだと。今度調べられるの？氷とか。溶けた
An
氷。
ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
はい、これはもう調べたよと。これは
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the
タオルまでね。
men from the steam room.
タオルは調べられない。じゃあ中入ろうか。失礼します。あ、この人が亡くなってんの？あ、目がえぐられてる？
Lord Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
そうだね、前回の終わりはなんか、あえて毒を飲んでワトソン君に助けてもらうっていうことやってたよね。まあ、遺体を調べてみよう。まず、右目が、あ、じゃあ右目だよね。右目から凶器が入って脳までまっすぐ突き刺さっている。血。
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
ここまで大量に出血する感じではないと。あと調べられるのか。意外とさ、これさ、氷。よくある氷でさ、刺して殺して。で、何これ。動かす？あ、なかった。
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
泥？それとも土か。少し持っていこう。
Look, Watson.
あ、なんか指輪を外した後
He
だ。
very likely removed it before the steam session.
あ、そうだよね。こういうサウナ入ったらさ、こう指輪とかって熱くなって熱持ったりするからね。あとこんなもん、あ、なかった。手首？
I think we have found all that we can here.
氷とかでグサッと刺して。けど氷はこのね、蒸し風呂だから溶けるみたいな。だから血だけじゃなくて水もこうさ、溶けた水もあるから、たくさん血が出てるように見えるみ
What
たいな。
concerns me is that we still have
ど
to
うでしょう
find
か、
the
私の
murder
推。
weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
はい。遺体がなくなりましたね。あ、なんかあるよ。
I should check this blood sample at Baker
ベー
Street.
カー街で採取した血液を調べてみようだって。なんか鍵あるよ。
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
はい、鍵ゲッツ。あとはここではもう調べられるとこはないと。あとはこの容疑者の話を聞く。
It's horrible.
今話せませんだって。
I can't talk at the moment.
あなたは
I'm in shock.
何も話したくない。
I don't want to
驚いてるんですね。血のついたタオルだって。あなた血がついてますタオルに。
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
あなたがやったんですか？
It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead.
別の場所で話せ
Can't
ま
we
せん
speak
か？
about it somewhere else?
あなたはちょっと怪しいですよ。この血のついたタオルがあると。あとはこれは
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is
なんか真ん中に
extreme.
普通の石置いてない？これ何？
I will need something to pick up this melted
溶けた
metal.
金属を掴むものがいる。
It is too hot.
熱い手を入れることはできない。なんか火ばさみみたいな、あ、メガネあるよ、メガネ。メガネ溶けちゃわないの大丈夫？割れてるの？
One lens is cracked, probably due to the
火鉢の熱の
temperature
せい
of
だ
the
ろう。
brazier.
熱 熱いレ
These
ンズ。
lenses are for myopia. The wearer is
着用者は
short-sighted.
近眼だったと。あと、火鉢、あるものが必要ということで、なんかこう、これなんだ？蒸気のスイッチ。おー、蒸気出てきた。
With the steam on, I'm unable
数
to
十
see
センチ
even
す
a
ら
few
見るこ
feet
とができ
away.
ないと。R1。R1 で何かを見れるよ。蒸気のスイッチだけ？いや、待ってよ。この状
With the
態
steam
で
on,
私
I'm
のこ
unable
の
to
直
see
感
even a
力
few
で
feet away.
何か見えない、普段見えないものが見えるのかもしれない。見えないか。いや、なんもないね。ただこのレバーが見やすくなるよってだけか。戻そっか。あと金属のワトソン君なんか持ってない？
What should we do next, Holmes?
なんかこの中のものを取れるさ、道具が必要だな。火ばさみ的なものね。ないかな。ないね。お、イベントだ。
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
待って。一人だけなんかタオルついてたからちょっと待って。あれ調べ
Please
て。
wait. I need to do something first.
ちょっと待って。まだフィリップスさんとも話したいし。蒸し風呂の鍵は？そうだ、この
How
鍵
many
何？
people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
血がついた鍵があったよ。あ、今朝の電報があったね。持ち場を離れた可能性があるよ。あとシャンパン持ってった可能性もあるよね。いや、電報かな。
You are not telling the truth,
あなたは
Mr.
真実を語
Phillips.
っていません
You
ね。
left your work
電
this
報送ってますよね、あな
morning, and you
た
went。to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you? No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
誰がシャンパン持っ
There
て
is
き
a
た
bottle
の？
of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
なるほど。
These baths are becoming sinister.
あとなんかその火ばさみ的ななんかそのさ、熱いものを取る道具みたいなの欲しいんですけど。レストレート設計
Mr.
部。
Holmes?
もう連れてっていい？ちょっと待って、もう一回だけ見せて。
Please wait. I need to do something.
わざわざこういうふうに選択肢が出るってことは、まだ多分調べるべきものがあるのかもしれない。そのなんか、熱いものを取るものってなんだろう。
Mr. Holmes?
この人たちは結局話してくれな
I
いんでし
can't
ょ。
understand what happened.
If you have to interrogate me,
ま
I'd
ずは
like to be
相応な身
dressed.
なりになってからだと。
I don't want to stay here. Let us out, please.
まあとりあえずこの血がついたタオルさえ調べておけばとりあえずいいのかなね。そこだけ調べとけばもう 容疑者いなくても容疑者というかさ、あの人たちは警察にお連れしてもいいかな。あ、この人誰？あ、これワトソン君か。
All these events are bad for the bar.
よし、じゃあ連れてってもらおうか。異議なし。
None, Lestrade.
所持品を調べる。所持品を調べるようになった。容疑者を尋問する。あ、一回あそこの警察に行けってことかな。あ、いなくなったね、みんなね。はいはいはい。よし、そしたら、一回警察に行こうか。スコットランドヤードに。お、懐かしいですね、この警察署。まず持ち物を調べるとかあったから、持ち物ここだよね。ほうほうほう、たくさんあるね。
An
ハンカ
embroidered
チ、刺
silk.
繍が入った絹のハンカ
A
チ、
fountain pen.
万年筆、純金だって、名刺。
Sir Gregory
グレゴ
Pitkin's
リー・ピトキ
visiting
ン卿の
card.
名刺。オッケー。こいつのは全部調べ終わった。あ、なんか手形あるよ。あ、血のついたタオルか。
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
あとなんか薬みたいの。何の薬？何の薬これ？
A file with herbs.
薬草が入ったコ
Do
ピ
you
ー。
know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower,
セ
Holmes.
ント・ジョ
It's
ーンズ
commonly
ワー
used
ト
as
の
a
花。
drug against melancholia. However, an overdose
うつ病用に利用される
might lead to a
薬だっ
rash
て。
or even hallucinations.
次。この人のやつ。ピトーキン卿への手紙。背景、利益を代表するにあたり、浴場の状況が改善されていることが必須だ。現時点、フリギダリウムの発掘調査はあなたの管理下にありますが、調査は一向に進展していない。価値のある出土品が発見できていないため、フリギダリウムを一般に公開することができない。フリギダリウムは、ローマ浴場の体験を再現する貴重な資産です。2ヶ月間で調査を終えることを強く要請する。残りの期間で考古学研究を終わらせ、また別の職場を見つけるように。だって。鉛筆。はい、最後。ペントクリフの所持品。
This
指
ring
輪。
was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room.
なんか溶接したような跡あるね、これ。
I see the joy.
つなぎ目があ
This
る。
ring was repaired and quite badly too, with silver.
回転。これなんだろう。
An
古い
Egyptian
象徴。
symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
次、コイン。
An old and
古び
rather
てやや
dirty
汚い
coin.
硬貨。
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
あ、なんか
The
破
last
られた跡
pages
があ
were
るね。
torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
鉛筆で数回こするだけ？どういうこと？あ、どこ？いいのかな、こんな感じでいいの？なんて書いてんの？
And
Today,
then to
I
gently
なんとか、
smudge
今
the
日なんなんだよ。
leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief.
ワトソンのハンカチだから別に気にしないだろう。
His.
ごめんよ、ワトソン君。前の時もなんか、ハンカチ汚しちゃったよね。Today, I, all なんとかなんとかみたいな。今日なんかあったよってこと？
Mr. Holmes, the coroner. But what are you doing?
証拠品を勝手に何してるんですかって怒られちゃっ
I
た。
prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
なんて
I'm
書いてあ
not
ったの
sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well,
右の眼球が破裂しており、歯が、最後の記録か。こっちの方がいい。今日もう少しで見つけるところだった。この日は歴史に残るだろうだって。ほう。何か重要なことを見つけたんだね。まだこれ調べ足りてないな。
A
この地図何？
hand-drawn map.
もう全部調べ終わったで、緑色になってるから全部調べ終わったっぽいね。そしたら、なんか、やることがたくさんある。遺体の検査準備ができている。尋問もできる。凶器を見つけるだって。まず検視の方してみるか。検視の方ってまだしたことないもんね。はい、じゃあ調べますよ。なんか胸に傷がある
According to the
ね。
coroner, there were no cardiac problems
心臓
nor
疾
lung
患や肺
congestion,
うっ血はなか
but
った
there were
が、
traces of fungus,
感染したと思われる
possibly
菌が
contracted
少
from
量
the
見つかっただっ
Egyptian
て。
tombs.
これは
The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional
酒
drinker
好きだけど
and
胃や肝臓には異
63
常
years
が
of
なかったっ
age.
て。動かす。あとは
An unusual wound.
刃が曲がった刃物でつけられた変わった
which
傷。
resulted in instant
即死だ
death,
った
as the
ようです
coroner's report says.
ほう。あとはなんだあ、体回転させるってある。お尻。背中のあ
Some
ざ。
light bruising caused by a rope.
背中のあざ。だけこれだけあとは、なんかある。肩
The
のあざ。
bruising is in lines. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
ごめんね、お尻見ちゃって。なるほどね。検視解剖を完了と。じゃあ、尋問もついでにしちゃうか。誰がいいこのピトキン氏から待ってこう
Please
か。
escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock
なんでこいつ
Holmes.
こんな偉そうな
I'm
の
assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
職業は何ですか
You are the manager of the
浴
bath,
場の
is
支配
that
人ですか
correct?
Yes. I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
労働人形
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney
死んだ労働
Bentley?
人形とはどういう関係ですか
We were not particularly close.
親しい関係ではな
He
かっ
had an
た。
unpleasant temperament, suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
殺人。
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
最近の奇妙な出来事は
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
君の仕事は
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
なんだややゆっくりだった。ちょっと証拠を閲覧してみようか。古いローマの効果。どれだろう。ピトキンの手紙。作業停止を脅したグレゴリー・ピトキン卿の手紙。これかな？これかな？ピトキンの手紙かな？これか？
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
薬。
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of
なんかうつ
medication?
病の薬だよね。
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
シャンパンは
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
なるほどね。じゃあこの人の見ようか。特になんか調べられそうなものはないな。偉そうな、あった。印象付きの貴族の祖先。金貨、カシミヤのベスト、資産家、財産家。なんかあった。傲慢な態度。口の形、軽蔑的。なるほどね。じゃあ次は、ブリンク本誌。
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My
Percival
name is
Blinkhorn
Percival
です。
Blinkhorn.
職業は何ですか？
What is your occupation?
I'm an
考古学者ですか？
archaeologist specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
ロドニー卿
What
は
was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly.
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
何を見ましたか？
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow...
ギャローはハエさえ殺せないって。何か変わったことは？
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
指輪。
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous
Aslan
Aswan
の指輪だっ
ring.
て。
Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself.
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
What can you tell me
ギャロー
about
はどんな人
Garrow?
ですか？薬は
He
知ってま
always
したか
looks so
みたいな。
sad. And he has been acting strangely lately.
様子
He
が変です。
complains
声
about
が聞こえる
voices
とか言っ
and
ています。いや、
visions.
危ないやつですね。
I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
君の調査
How
は
well were your researchers progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
良かったですよ。嘘だ。だって、ピトキンの手紙があるもん。
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
シャンパン持ってきたのはあな
Did
た
you
ですか？
place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did
置いて
not.
ませんと。じゃあやっぱロドーニーさんなのかな。目。意識の集中、注意深い。あ、なんか調べられた。裕福ではない。新しい土壌の後、最近の土工作業。指は綺麗そうじゃない？タコ。はい、最後、ギャリーさん。ギャローさん。
Please escort.
なんかも
A
う
good
フラフ
day
ラじゃない？
to
大
you.
丈夫？
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram
なんか
Garrow.
目やばくない？大丈夫？ちょっと一回この人を見よう。観察しよう先に。目の下のたるみ。いい加減なひげ剃り。汗。汚れた衣類。お守り。迷信深い。鋭い観察者。
What is your occupation?
I am a councillor at
地
the
方議会の
district
評議
chamber.
員ですだって。
What were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them.
Yes, so many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
なんか怪しいね。
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but oh,
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm sorry. It is I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear. No, nothing. I'm better now.
殺人。
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot. I
あ
had
の
to
メ
remove
ガネ
my
はこの人だ
glasses.
ってなったん
I
だ。
was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the
ナイ
blood.
フを見た？
I tried to
空
escape.
中を
I
飛ん
don't
だ
remember.。
何を言ってんだこの
Saw
人。
the knife.
いや、こ
What
の
did it
人
look
幻
like?
覚見えちゃうから信
Everything
用で
was
きないよ
as
ね。
if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was
しかもメガネ
shining
外したんでしょ、
like
しか
gold.
も。この人。見て
Had
ない
Sir
かもしれない
Rodney
よね。
exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh.
指輪。
His ring! Oh,
破壊
it
するべ
should
き
be
だ。
destroyed.
呪われてんの？
Why do you say that?
It is a
呪われ
cursed
た
ring,
指輪なんだ。
digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now.
古い効果
This
は？
is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know.
薬。これ何の
Thank
薬
you.
ですか？
Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it.
シャンパン持ってきました？
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Garrow appears to be
精神
rather
的な障
mentally
害があるみたいだ。
disturbed. Either
もし
that
くは
or
かな
he
り
is
の
a good
役者だ
actor.
と。なるほどね。じゃあ、ある程度容疑者を尋問するが完了して、待ってね。犯罪現場とストランドレーンの浴場を調べる。ロドニー・ペントクリフ卿殺害に用いられた凶器を見つけるが今課題ですね。けど多分、いろんな今の尋問だったりしたことによって、これがまた増えたはずなんです。だから、どれだ？割れたメガネとギャローの薬とか。違うか。変わった傷口と盗まれたページとか。違うか。ピトキンの争いとロドニー卿の嘘とか。違うか。ないな。どれもまだ合わないのかな。ギャローさんのがこのメガネそうだもんね。なんか盗まれたページとか。1個来ましたね。致命的な秘密。なぜロドニー卿は何かを隠す必要があったのか。ひょっとしたら彼の発見がこの犯罪の動機なのか。というとこですね。なんか増えた。何これ。最後の探検。ロドニー卿が殺される数日前、彼がどこにいたのかを見つけ出し、重大秘密を明らかにする。ロドニー卿の最後の探検をすると。新しい目標が出ましたね。はい。ということで、じゃあ今日はこの辺にしとくかい？けどさ、なんか熱いさ、火鉢のところのさ、物をさ、取れる道具みたいのってどっかにないのかな？けどまあ一回あれか、自分の事務所に戻って調べる血液とかもいろいろあるからね。とりあえず今日はこの辺にしときますか。はい。ということで、一旦今日はこの辺にしときます。最後までご視聴いただきどうもありがとうございました。また次回も見ていただけると嬉しいです。それではお疲れ様でした。バイバイ。